welcome back to my channel. I filmed this back to school look. I did it in 15 minutes. It was super easy and it kind of makes it look like I put a little more effort into it than I actually really did. Surprisingly, I only used one eyeshadow color for all of the eye look, and the rest is like drugstore friendly. So hopefully this helps you guys, and if y'all would like to obviously see how I did it, keep watching. But if it does help you out in the long run or something, please leave something down below, message me, let me know that this video helped you, just so I can kind of make some more for you guys hopefully. But anyway, this is the look that I wore, like I said, back to school my first day, and I got a few compliments on it, so I did pretty good with it, I think. And it kind of helps you just look kind of alive and refreshed. And so yeah, I hope it helps you guys, and I hope you like the video. Thank you. So on a normal daily basis, I'll use the Anastasia brow pencils, the Brow Wiz, but I am out of my shade, so I'm using the pomade. I really don't like pomade just on more lighter days, just because it's a heavier product. But once you kind of learn how to work with it and manipulate it a little bit, you can kind of get the consistency that you want. But my brows today, the whole purpose is just kind of just to fill them in and shape them. It's not so much of having them really defined or anything. So I'm using the pomade, but on a regular basis, I would actually recommend a pencil. And I just think they're easier to work with, and they really help you shape your brows. I feel like I take a lot longer when I'm working with the pomade, but you'll see me kind of clean it up with concealer in just a second and stuff. But that's what I started with for this tutorial, as you can see. Now I'm going in with the GLAMOFLAUGE concealer. On this, I just kind of use it to prime the eyelid and to edge up my brows, just give it that really nice, defined, crisp edge on the bottom portion of my brow. And also, if you don't prime your lids, some of the reason that we like to prime our lids is because none of the little veins show through, and it's just a nice, even surface for your eyeshadow. So I always prime my lids. And I will use this GLAMOFLAUGE concealer in that area, but I will not use it underneath my eyes. I don't like it. I think it kind of creases too much, but it's got a really thick consistency, and so I've always used it to prime my lids. And a little goes a long way, so I put just a little bit on my flat brush, and then I prime the lids as so. And as I'm priming, again, I'm kind of just edging up my brows and having that really nice, defined bottom end. Beauty blender and just kind of even out the surface, so when I apply my eyeshadow, there's no clumps of concealer anywhere or anything like that. From this ZULU palette, I'm going to use this really like rich, earthy brown. It's really warm toned, and I like this color because it's like a happy medium. It's a nice neutral color that's not too dark, it's not too light. And I think it really works well with my skin tone, so I use it a lot as a transition color, but today I'm going to use it for the entire look. And so I'll start by applying a little bit at a time. I like to build my colors, vice versa to people who like to put a lot of product on first and then blend it out. I just like to kind of slowly build it, so I'll continually add more color, which may actually be a little more time consuming, but I would rather start with too little than start with too much and try to diffuse a product. Now that I have the consistency that I want, I'm just going to go over the harsh lines with the fluffy brush and just kind of make sure those edges are really blended out. On a daily basis, I really don't like a really thick foundation layer, so I'll just barely put one on and really make sure that it's nice and evened out. So you're going to see me blend it a lot, but I am not adding really any product. I just kind of try to keep it even and down to just one layer. Here I just kind of want a defined tail into the eyeshadow look, so I go in with that concealer brush I had earlier and just kind of create that line myself, and then I'll blend it in with the rest of my foundation. This is where I start blending it with my foundation, and it just kind of gives it like a crisp look and like you put a little bit more effort into it than you did. And I'm just gonna put in a little bit of concealer. Again, I don't put a lot here either. I like to keep this down to a bare minimal. I just kind of want to feel like I don't have so much on my face, and you really don't need a full routine like that if you're gonna spend the whole day at school anyway. But to each their own. This is exactly what I do. I only put one layer of concealer and I'm done. And now I'm just going in with my Laura Mercier setting powder. It is my trusty, amazing powder that never lets me down. I pat it in and I make sure that it really gets into the pores and locks in with the concealer and stuff. So I don't swipe it off with a brush or anything. I know a lot of people do it like that. I don't. I like for it to set into my skin, and I think it helps with the longevity of the concealer and making sure it doesn't crease. And I'm gonna go ahead and put on a layer of mascara. I've never had any luck with mascara ever holding my lashes up and curled, so it's actually easier for me to just throw on one layer of mascara and then throw on falsies. That's way quicker to me personally than trying to do 30 coats of mascara and curling my lashes 30 times. My lashes are pretty straight, and I just haven't had any luck with anything holding them, so I kind of just do this and then false lashes. But if you just want to do mascara with this, I think it is totally okay. And now I'm just going in with the LA Contour Kit. I've had it for a really long time. I don't know where I got it, but anyway, I just need a little bit of color in the cheeks. I really don't focus on a really harsh contour. I don't care to have one when I'm just going to school or if I'm just gonna run an errand or whatever. If it's just a daily basis, I just need a little bit of color, so I just focus on that and making sure it's blended. And I'm going in with Makeup Geek's XOXO. This blush is super pigmented, you guys, so be very careful when you go in. A little goes a long way, and you can see how pink it is. I accidentally put a little too much, so I had to work on blending it out. But if y'all want a really pigmented blush, I definitely recommend this one. And with whatever foundation or whatever's left on my beauty blender, I'm just gonna go in and clean up the bottom half of my contour. It's not too sharp or anything, but anyway, now just reblend everything, make sure it's all set and ready to go. I am going to use KOKO lashes in 5th Avenue. These are some of my personal favorite lashes. They're a little bit on the wispier side, but they are lengthy, so if you're not used to lashes, I would not recommend these. The brand itself, though, is really inexpensive, and they have a lot of different lash styles, so they are some of my personal favorites. And like I said, I am wearing these lashes because mascara and curling my natural lashes just does me no justice. But if you really don't wear lashes on an everyday basis or anything like that, and mascara works for you, I don't recommend lashes. This whole look you can wear with just mascara. I just did it because, like I said, it's easier for me, you guys, but I do not recommend it if you normally don't wear lashes. I didn't know that I had this lip liner, and it's from Maybelline in Rich Chocolate, but I tried it on and it is so smooth and creamy. I don't know how I missed it. Unfortunately, it was just a little too dark for me that day. I just kind of wanted something natural, so I did like the consistency and stuff and the color, but just not for an everyday basis. So to tone it down, I'm using MAC Smith, and you'll see how it instantly just kind of neutralizes the color, and it's just not too much for just a regular everyday look. I really like for my lips to be moisturized, so I always throw on lip gloss, and I feel like that barrier kind of helps my lipstick stay on for a lot longer throughout the day anyway, so I'm going in with ColourPop's Fairy Floss. Last but not least, I'm gonna put on some setting spray to help my makeup to stay on throughout the day and bring a little bit more moisture back into my skin, and yeah, this is a completed look. It's really easy to achieve, you guys. Don't overthink it. I hope y'all enjoy, and just remember to practice the look, and the more you practice it, the quicker it'll come. So I hope you like it, guys, and I will catch y'all next time.